Good evening. Welcome to Auroville Festival, Day 5. This year, Auroville Festival's theme is the first quality of Mother's symbol, sincerity. And we have a theme for each day also. And today, being the day of Maheshwari, our theme of the day is knowledge. And we have today Leve, Manu, and Varun with us to discuss about the multiple aspects of international zone. In Maheshwari's eye, all are portions of the one. In this session, we shall explore the role of the international zone in its attempt to manifest a living example of unity in diversity applied on a global scale at the level of various nations and cultures which comprise today's humanity. How might the elements from various cultures aid in forming a bridge between what we have been and what we shall become, urging constant progress and lifelong learning? That's going to be the broad theme around which we are going to explore. So, Leve, Manu, you have joined us before for Varun. So, the format is such that we begin, from your understanding. I would like to hear you. What is your understanding of international zone? What are its larger aspirations? And from there, we will take our conversation towards the how aspects. How do we achieve the aspirations that Mother has set forth for us? So Varun, I would like you to again reflect upon your thoughts on international zone. You are an architect yourself, and you are right now in archives also. So is there some information that is not known to us? Is there something that your eyes laid on? And also, while they are speaking about this, what you read out, what comes to my mind is, how do you distinguish between nations, the idea of a nation versus a country? So when you count, according to UN, I think the latest number is 196, and then they count China as a country and not Uyghur and Tibetans and as a nation within a country. No, for example, Pakistan also has, say, a Balochistan, which is a nation, a Sindh, which is a nation. Punjab perhaps is too much.
Since you're going there, we can talk about Punjab also.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So how do we? What should we, as Auroville, where should our emphasis should be? Should it be on the nation as a culture? And in that case, even within India, it's not just one culture, no? Tamil is a culture, yes, which predates even the geographic India in that sense right now as it stands, and there are so many of them. What do you think how can we go about this? What are the aspirational qualities towards that? And perhaps when we talk about the soul, the nation's soul, that's where it lies. It's not with the political country that we think it is.
Yeah, very good points. No, I think I think one of the reasons why we talk about nation soul is because Sri Aurobindo spoke about that as the largest collective with a collective soul. That we haven't reached a world soul or a continental soul or whatever it is, that what we had reached was a nation. But I think how you define a nation, it depends on, on who's talking about it. I think one of the things is that Auroville is going to keep on changing. We have this idea of Auroville as being a thing, like a manifestation. But the manifestation of Auroville is going to keep on changing over the decades, over the centuries, however long Auroville lasts. And so all of these definitions are going to keep changing. What is a nation? What constitutes this nation? All of, the identity of the nation, the soul will keep evolving.
Yep.
So everything is in flux. So what Auroville is today, or what Auroville was 50 years ago, if, like you said, if it's going to be what it is 50 years from now, then literally we failed.
True.
Because we're not moving forward, we're not evolving. And it's the same thing with these pavilions, it's the same thing with nations. Everything's going to keep on changing. So, and there is absolutely no need for us to, kind of say that this is what it is. I mean, the definition is also going to keep on changing. And I think that is also something that will reflect in the pavilions when they come up. That a pavilion isn't just going to be one exhibition. Even if it's just exhibitions, the exhibitions will keep changing. What is in it, what is shown in the pavilions will also keep on changing and evolving. So I think that's one aspect. The other one, like you said, what is there in the in the past documents and all. I think one interesting thing is this whole idea of, again, seeing Auroville as a closed space versus seeing Auroville as an open space. That's more accessible than it is now.
Okay.
And I think the International Pavilion in particular, there's this document, I think it's in the 1971 or even the 1969 master plan, in which they show these two kind of nodes, which are open. And which are kind of disseminating information to the outside. So the international, so one was the international zone and one was the cultural zone. And I think definitely the international zone is one that is more open, to the outside, to the world. And if we see these pavilions as something where not just Aurovillians come or, a small group of people come, but that's more open, then it makes much more sense of experiencing these different cultures, and different people kind of getting exposed. Even though you can get information now on the internet, I think this is something that you're going to talk about later. So we'll get to that then. Yeah. So one other thing I wanted to say was that there's unity, but there's also diversity. So we are moving towards unity, but this is going to be a display of the diversity of the world within the unity that we are aiming for.
Okay.